of not one, but two spongs. Now, what is a spong? It's a spurtle and a tong. A spong set or a tong set. Now, you're going to get these. One is 9 inches long, one is 6 inches long, and you'll choose from the following colors. Now, here is your raspberry. I think this one is, no, this one's red, I believe. Is that red or the raspberry? I think that's the raspberry. Okay, from raspberry we go to gray. Then beside the gray is the red. We also have it for you in the aqua, which is here on the end. This is your black. And finally, this is the cobalt. Now, and raspberry is most limited, and only about 1,000 to go around. Now, let me show you this set of spongs. This is really interesting. The body itself is made of this nylon material. There's a little locking mechanism on the inside, so if you squeeze this together, it locks the tongs together. Pull it apart and it's ready to go. This is flexible on the end because this is silicone. This is where you're going to meet the heat of the pan and you're going to be just fine to flip whatever you've got going on. We should also tell you when you get these home and you unlock them for the first time, give them a little stretch. That helps open them up a little bit more. And tonight you're getting not one but two. One's a 6 inch, one's a 9 inch, and you're getting them both for this one-time only value price of $18.49. What was that, Sean? Already 100 of these are gone, and it's our only order of the year. Let's invite in Lucinda Scala Quinn, or as I call her, LSQ. And let's get busy with this first item from Mad Hungry, which is already setting our phones on fire. Hello, LSQ, how are you?
Hello, my friend. I'm so excited tonight because inspired by our slotted spurtle,
right,
combined with the tong, we have our very new tool that we call a spong. You know, like we like to have fun with our names, David, right? What it does, actually, what I want to show you is the reason why I was inspired is you've got that squared off end that you have on your spurtle on both sides. You have the slot, which means that you can drain, you can whisk, and you can strain. And when it comes to a tong, you have it as a spurtle if you're stirring or whatever. But as you pointed out, all you have to do is flip it open with one hand, not two, and then you have a tong. And as you mentioned, and I really want people to know, when you get it home, very gently, just pull it like this. And that's all you have to do. There you're lifting those pork chops out. And what's beautiful about this, David, is once you lift that out of the pan, you can close it up and you can use this piece right here that is sort of squared off like our spurtle to add some liquid or some butter and start scraping up those beautiful brown, delicious bits. You get a little bit of liquid in there, a little bit of wine. Ooh, there you go. Let's start it off. Hope that's Tara's new wine. And there you go. You're using it like a spurtle because so many tools.
Because remember, this is all silicone on the end, LSQ, so you can get in here and really get those bits on the bottom that the French call the fond, and yes, add that to the flavor of the sauce we'll make for these delicious pork chops. Don't miss out on these because they're going very quickly. 600 sets are already gone. Let me also review colors with you, if I may. Now, we have this for you in the raspberry. 900 left in the raspberry. Don't forget cobalt. 1,700 of the cobalt. Here's gray. Most popular tonight is the gray. 2,600 there. Here's black. 1,300. Don't forget red. 2,400, and finally the aqua. 1,500 remaining in the aqua. Remember, this is final order of the year, Lucinda, so what we want to remind everyone is if these sell out tonight, we won't have these back for the rest of 2021. And this is the lowest price, Lucinda, we'll have for 6 months on this item. So now would be the time to maybe pick up extras for gifts, right?
This tool was designed for both cooking and serving because I noticed back in 2020, we were getting very careful about using our hands, being able to, make sure that we stay safe. I've got my little one and I've pulled some peppers out of the jar here. And what I can do is strain it, drain off all that liquid and make my sausage and peppers. And that's cooking. But also I like to have mine on a buffet. So here I have a beautiful, and by the way, I lay it on the buffet like this, and then I just flick it open like this. But a fork isn't necessarily the greatest thing. And a spatula isn't necessarily the greatest thing, but I could put it here and start building my fruit plate And we made these beautiful colors. I just want to show you this because whatever your serveware is, so this is a blue and white platter. You can do our nice cobalt. I also have red and I have turquoise. And the whole reason why is so it can toggle between the stovetop and serving.
And we can use the same
you're whisking.
tongs for scrambling eggs. In this case, I'm breaking up some eggs and some cream so that we can bread some chicken tenders and fry them on top of the stove.
Exactly. And there you've got that whisking function, which is such a nice thing because Mad Hungry is all about multifunctional. Every single tool has to have a plan that does more than one or two things. And then when you pick it up like that, you can drain off that egg. And that's the important part right there. Drain off that egg before you get it into the breading. This afternoon, I was making some hamburgers for my family, and I had the burgers in the buns in the toaster, and it was so darn hot in the back of the toaster that I grabbed my spongs and pulled them out. And then I realized that this weekend, when I'm entertaining, I'm going to put my spong down with my condiment for my burgers, because that way I can just grab. It's so easy to just grab a piece of onion, which again isn't always easy with a fork or with a spatula, and then take my burger here and build it. And nobody's got that temptation of using their hands. I know it sounds silly, but if you think about it, you sometimes want to just pick up a tortilla with your fingers, and we're trying now to be way more careful. And I've got those big pieces, but here I've got tiny little pickles that I'm picking up too. So it picks up the big things, it picks up the small things. You use it for so many different things, and then you can take that, just like I took it out of the toaster, and put it back on top. So the tool does many things. The spong does many things.
Let's remind you that we've now taken orders for 1,900 of these are gone. Many of you now are picking up more than one set because at this price, why wouldn't you? This is our final quantity of the year, and this price will expire at 9:59 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Our show is only 2 hours, so this price only good for the duration of our show. Now here is the raspberry. 800 remaining. Don't forget cobalt. 1,500 remaining. This gray is most popular tonight. 2,300 left there, but it is really flying out the door. Don't miss out on black. 1,100. Here's red. 2,100, and finally the aqua. 1,300 remaining. So many of you are looking for items that will do more than one job in the kitchen. That's the whole idea with your Kitchen Reimagined. We want to be able to give you lots of options here. So here I'm making a little sauce for our chicken tenders once they come out of the fryer. And you can really make a delicious sauce and use this almost like a whisk, can't you, Lucinda?
Yes, and also a little bit like a spatula when you need to scrape up the side. Here I'm making shrimp tacos, and I wanted to just show you that I have a beautiful nonstick that I don't want to ruin. But after it's cooked, I want to get all those brown bits up. But also, these are small little shrimp. So I can just flick it open just with one hand. I don't need two hands. And then look at this. This is the tiniest little shrimp that I can pick up with my spong and put it right here on the tortilla. And just one at a time. You've got both sides there. Turns out I've been using both sizes like interchangeably, David.
Well, one is 9 inches and one is 6 inches. You get them both in our offer tonight for $18 and change. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Also take advantage of that easy pay and know that we're going to be able to help you out with your favorite color. Now, Lucinda, these all go into the dishwasher for quick and easy cleanup, right?
All go into the dishwasher, and it's important to point out that you can put them in your crock like that, but you can also put them in the drawer. When they're all closed up, they slide right into that drawer and they don't take up much space. And if you reach in and you grab it while it's closed, it's like you're grabbing a spoon, well, I say a spoon, or let's face it, a Spurtle in my case. But for my shrimp tacos, I've been tossing together my slaw to go on top. So it's great for tossing and mixing, but then I can pick up just enough to top my taco right here. So that's a lot. I mean, I've made the pan sauce. I turned over the small shrimp. I was able to toss the slaw. And one more thing I just want to point out to everybody when you get it home, because it's not like the tong that you open like this. And we wanted it to be one-handed. So when you get it home, you just pull it open very gently, and then it will always give you that width. And then all you have to do is just close it because there's a little latch right here, and then open it. There you've made your beautiful pan sauce. I bet you got those green beans onto that plate with your spong as well, David.
Easily, and then top it with a little bit of topping here, and you've got a beautiful meal for you and the whole family. Don't miss out on this opportunity. We're very, very busy with 3,000 of these now gone. Lucinda, want to thank you for being here. We're going to let you go, and then I'll give one final color tour, but how lovely to have you lead off our show tonight.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, and it's always a wonderful night to be with you, David.
Thanks, Angel. Be well and be safe. Bye-bye now. 3,200 are gone. Let's review colors one final time. Here is your raspberry. $7.50 in the raspberry. Don't forget cobalt blue. $1,300. This gray is most popular tonight with now fewer than 2,000 remaining. Don't forget black. $900. Here's your red, rather. $1,800. And then the aqua. $1,200 remaining. Remember, we also have strawberry cheesecake shortcake coming up, and we've got a lot more happening for you, and chicken tenders here that are very quickly getting finished. So don't hang up yet. Be on the line for your spongs, and you'll have until the end of the show to get that great price, and so we'll keep you posted as we go along. Let's head this way because we're continuing our month-long